Alright guys, we're going to go over parallel lines. Not parallel lines. We're creating a lines from a slope and point. So, again, I pulled these from my Excel so you can have a better example of what you're dealing with on the computer. So there's a line that includes 0.05 and has a slope of 8. What is the equation, the slope-intercept form? So just like your notes, remember we're working toward this slope-intercept form. We have the slope, we have an x, and we have a y. What we don't have is the b, and we need to look for that, and that's the y-intercept. So really, plug in everything you know. 5 is y, slope is 8, times the 0, plus the b. Well, 8 times 0 is 0, so that pretty much cancels out. And we bring everything down by, b equals 5. So, if this was on the computer, we'll put 5 here where the b is, and the slope was 8 because that was given. Click submit, boom, get our answer. Boop. Same concept, we have an x, we have a y, we have the slope. We're looking for that equation. Again, we're plugging it into slope-intercept form. Okay, plug in what you know. 9 is y, the slope is -1, x is -10, plus b. We're looking for b. 2 negatives make a positive. So -1 times -10 is a positive 10. Got to get b by itself. Algebra, we're solving, so subtract 10. What you do to one side, you do the other. 9 minus 10 is -1, b. Because those cancel, b is the only thing left over. Bring it down, -1 equals b. So they already have a minus sign there for us, so we're not going to have 2 negatives there because that would mess everything up, so we're just going to put a 1 there. Okay, and then the slope, which was -1. Hit submit, boom, get our answer. Again, a line that has a slope of -1/7 passes through the point 0, 10. Kind of out of order, but that's okay. Still the same setup. This is x, this is y, that's our slope. So 10 for the y. X is going to be, I got that backwards. I was looking at that, I'm like, that don't look right. mx, oh, there we go, that's better. Slope, -1/7, x is 0 plus b. Again, there's that 0 idea, so those cancel. 10 equals b. 10, slope was -1/7. It says put in a proper fraction, so I guess we can do that. So 1/7. And then hit submit. Again, a line with a slope of 1 passes through the point -1/7. Slope-intercept form. This time they want you to write the whole thing out. Still doable. Plug in what you know. Again, y is going to be 7. X is -1. 1 is going to be our slope. So 7, slope is 1. X is -1. Again, I'm pulling all of this from the problem. Plus b. 1 times -1 is -1. Plus b, 7. Do the opposite. Add 1 to both sides. Those cancel. 7 plus 1 is 8. So y-intercept is going to be 8. So if we're plugging this into our IXL, we'd do y equals 1. We really don't need the 1, but that's okay. X plus 8. Hit submit and get the right answer. Boop. Same thing. They're giving you the slope, and you got your point. So x, y. This is slope. So y equals mx plus b. Y is 6. Again, plugging stuff in. Boom, 0. That cancels because 0 times anything is 0. 6 equals b. Plugging in the whole equation this time. 1/9. X plus 6. Click submit. Again, slope is 1. Here's your points. That's x, that's y. Okay. Slope again, plug it in. So y is going to be 11. M is 1. X is 17 plus b. 1 times 17 is 17. Solving for b, so we need to subtract 17 from both sides. 11 minus 17 is negative 6. So y equals slope 1 x minus 6. Again, we may or may not need the 1 there. Click submit. Now, these are the equations for 2 points. You're given 2 points. Okay? This would be x1. This will be y1. This will be x2. And that's y2. And we need the slope formula. Just like that. We need to find the slope before we can solve for b. This is like a two-stepper compared to the other ones. So, y2 is going to be 2 minus, because the minus came from the formula here, y1, which is 9, all over x2, 0 minus 1. 2 minus 9 is negative 7. 0 minus 1 is negative 1. 2 negatives make a positive 7. Boom, that's our slope. Now we can go to this step like we've been doing on those last problems. Let's pick this one because of the 0. So y is going to be 2 slope. And why did I pick this one? Because that 0 is going to make this cancel out and make our problem even easier. Boop. Because 0 times 7 is 0. So 2 equals b. So 2 for the y-intercept. The slope we found out to be 7. So put a 7 there. Hit submit. Same thing, if I were you, I would label x1, y1, x2, y2, formula for slope. Plug in what you know. 1 minus 7, 1 minus 3. 1 minus 7 is negative 6. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. 2 negatives make a positive. 6 divided by 2 is tree. That's your slope. And then slope-intercept form. Again, pick the easy points. 1, 1, so 1. Slope we found out to be 3, so 1 again, plus b. 3 times 1 is 3. Subtract 3. And we get negative 2 for our b. So, again, they already put the negative there, so just put the 2. And then tree. Hit submit. Alright, same thing. Label x1, y1, x2, y2. Slope formula. So x2 is going to be 0, y2 is 0 minus y1, which is 1. x2 is 4 minus the 0, again pulling it from the equation. 0 minus 1 is negative 1, 4 minus 0 is 4. This one happens to just be negative 1 over 4 for our slope. Not a big deal. Copy down slope-intercept form. Again, pick this one because the x is 0. Make your life easier. So 1 for the y. Slope is negative 1 over 4. X is 0. See that? 0 times the quarter. Doesn't matter. 0 cancels it because 0 times anything is 0. 1 equals b. So 1 there. And the fraction, negative 1 over 4. Which I think they said it's okay. Yep. Click submit. Boop. They want you to write the whole equation. Doesn't matter because we know what we're doing. x1, y1, x2, y2. Slope formula. Plug in what you know. 2 minus 10, negative 5, negative 10. Okay. Negative 10, 2 minus signs. Two negatives make a positive, so 2 minus 10 is negative 8. Negative 5 plus 10 is 5. That's going to be our slope. Okay. Improper fractions are okay, so we're doing good. Slope-intercept form again. Do we have any shortcuts? Nope. So just pick the smaller numbers, I suppose. 2 for the y. Slope is negative 8 over 5 times 5. Nope, negative 5. Forgot the negative. Then plus b. Multiply. I know two negatives make a positive. I also know these 5s would cancel. So 8 would be our answer. Okay, if you want to check with Desmos, we can. Or, dagnabbit. Well, I say that. There we go. What is it? Negative 8,5 times negative 5. So, negative, nope. Negative 8 divided by 5 times negative 5. Indeed, we get 8. Plus b, 2. Again, we're solving for b. I don't like that arrow. Boop. So, negative 8. Those cancel. 2 minus 8 is negative 6. That's a 6 and that's a b. I know they look alike. So, that's our y-intercept. We got our slope. Put it all together. Slope, negative 8 over 5. X minus 6. Hit submit. Oh boy. How many more do we have? Please tell me we just have 2 more. Okay, just 2 more. Try and keep this video short. So, again, x1, y1, x2, y2. Slope formula. We're going to plug in what we know. y2 is negative 10 minus y1, negative 10. Notice the 2 negatives. Or minus sign and then a negative, I guess is what I should say. x2, 10 minus 6. Again, 2 negatives, they make positives. So negative 10 plus 10 is going to be 0. 10 plus 6 is 16. But anything divided from 0 is 0. So our slope is going to be 0. Y equals mx plus b. We can pick these. So negative 10. Our slope is 0. Oops, forgot the equal sign. Let me try that again. Alright, so negative 10 for the y. Slope is 0. X is 10 plus b. So those cancel because the 0. B is negative 10. So since our slope is 0, let me show you what that looks like. The fact that that m is going to be a 0 means that x is going to cancel out no matter what. So really we just have y equals b. So y equals negative 10. Boom. Try to trick you, but that's okay. We know what we're doing. Last one. Again, label. Use the formula. y2, 10 minus 13, 0 minus tree. Let's see, 10 minus 13 is negative 3, 0 minus 3 is negative 3. This happens to be 1. Slope's going to be 1 for this one. Y equals mx plus b. Notice I have yet to skip any steps. I'm doing the exact same thing I've been doing for the past several problems. Again, I'm going to pick this one because the x is 0. Make my life easier. So 10, slope is 1, x is 0, plus b. Again, 0 times 1 is 0, so that kind of cancels out. 10 equals b. Plug it in. Y equals 1. We may or may not really need the 1 there. Plus 10. Hit submit. That was the last one. Yeah, boy.